Well, that was pretty terrible. Welcome back to QUACKAST, everybody. That game, oh my god. The Ducks lose to the New York Islanders by a count of, oh dear god, 7-1. Ugh. The Ducks go down 2-0 early in the first period on goals from defenseman Scott Mayfield and I believe also a defenseman as well. Yep, Noah Dobson. But giving up goals to defensemen, especially one that was a bad rebound on the Mayfield goal, terrible. Islanders get 3 more in the second period as Oliver Wahlstrom, he's a right winger, but they did give up a second goal to defenseman Scott Mayfield again, and that's not a noted goal scorer. His second of the season. Then Anthony Beauvillier, that's a pretty good player though. He scored to make it 5-0. Troy Terry at least continue to show how good he is. He gets us on the board to make it 5-1, but then 2 more goals after they put Anthony Stolars in when they took out John Gibson in the second period, make it 7-1 Islanders. They honestly should have taken Gibson out earlier on. Gibson played like absolute crap in this game, and if he's going to start in our game on Monday against the New York Rangers, he's going to have to play a whole lot better because the New York Rangers are even more impossible than the New York Islanders. So the New York Rangers, that's a very good hockey team, as I just alluded to. They went to the conference championship last year against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they ended up losing that series to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Mika Zibanejad was a pretty key cog on that Rangers team, and he's always been a very good player throughout his career. Through 3 games, he's already got 4 points. I know, obviously, that's a pretty small sample size, but Zibanejad's always been a very talented player throughout his career, even on his days with the Ottawa Senators. Chris Kreider, their captain, I believe, or one of their alternate captains and left winger, had a career season last year, potting 52 goals, which is more than double pretty much any other season that he's had in his whole career.
Amazing.
All 10 seasons of him being with the New York Rangers. This is his 11th. 52 goals, 25 assists, 77 points, 81 games. That's a very good player. He's very good at crashing the goal, and he providing a screen in front on shots from the point. Artemi Panarin, who is the second highest player paid in hockey.
Are you sure about that?
Sagan of the Dallas Stars. Such a great player. $11.6 million against the cap. That's a lot of money. He's great at passing the puck, and he's got a great shot. Look for the bread man to be pretty significant, number 10 on the New York Rangers. Norris candidate, meaning Defenseman of the Year. Adam Fox is another guy. He actually won the game against the Ducks last year in overtime when the Ducks played in Madison Square Garden.
Interesting.
And let's also keep an eye on the big defenseman Ryan Lindgren, number 55. That's a very good defenseman. He knows what he's doing back there. For the Ducks, of course, we should watch for Troy Terry. Obviously, we know him now as a guy who's really emerged and become a very good goal scorer as well. Trevor Zegras, what can you not like about Trevor Zegras, my friends? He's unbelievable. He's going to be establishing that one-timer on the power play. Such great emotion. Dude's so awesome. Ryan Strome as well. He had an assist in the game versus the Kraken. He's got 2 points. He also had a goal in that game. With how good the Rangers are this year and the history they've had against the Ducks, they've had the upper hand in past matchups against the Ducks. I believe they won both games against us last year, and I believe they also won against us in the year before as well. And with these predictions, as I have mentioned them, I believe, my friends, that the Ducks are going to lose this game by a count of 5-1. I have a feeling the Ducks are going to play really poorly in this game, and they are just not going to have a chance, especially if you put John Gibson in net and if he performs like he did against the other New York team, the Islanders. Let's also look at our second game against a team that should hopefully be a little easier, the New Jersey Devils. So the Devils have been struggling for a number of years, and they had a really bad season from a goalie standpoint. Mackenzie Blackwood is their main goalie, and he was injured a lot last year, and he was very ineffective. When we played the Devils, we saw a guy named Nico Dawes, who somehow dominated us despite the fact that he's not very good and beat us in a shootout in 2 rounds. So the Devils changed their goalie tandem by acquiring Vitek Vanacek as their backup, as Jonathan Bernier has dealt with severe injuries and might not play anymore. I would expect Anthony Stolarz to get his first start this season because that's going to be on the back end of back-to-backs. So let's take a look at our impact players to watch. Dougie Hamilton, who still is in the early portions of his big 7x9 deal, 7 years, $63 million. He is a defenseman, but he's very offensively gifted. Keep your eye on him, number 7. Alexander Holtz is a rookie, but he looks to be pretty good this year. He wears number 10. Keep your eye on him. He's got a goal in 2 games so far. Let's also watch for Dawson Mercer. He had a pretty solid year last year. Dawson put up 17 assists and 25 points and 25 assists for 42 points in a full 82-game season. Okay, that's about a point for every other game. So keep your eye on Dawson, now wearing number 91. And let's also, on defense, let's see, who's on defense here to watch for the Devils? Ryan Graves. Ryan Graves last year, when he was with the Colorado Avalanche a couple seasons ago, he led the league in plus-minus rating. Plus-minus rating isn't a big stat, but it's interesting. If somebody can tell me, please, below what that's measured for, I would be grateful. He was a plus 40 in the 2019-20 season with the Colorado Avalanche in a total of 69 games.
Nice.
Impressive for the rating, not the amount of games. And let's also watch for the new free agent acquisition of Andre Palat. He's always been a very solid contributor throughout his career. 143 goals and 280 assists in his 628 career games with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Not bad. He was also, I believe, he was a 7th round pick, 208th overall. Not bad, sir. You've had a great run with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Keep your eye on Palat, number 18. Prediction: Ducks win this game by a score of 3-1. All right, that's the episode. Tell me what you think below in the comments. Click like and subscribe if you have yet to do that already. Have a good night. Stay safe. Let's go, Ducks. And let's try to rebound in New York. And if we don't rebound in New York, let's try to rebound in New Jersey. Go, Ducks.